We are living in times when marriage and the biblical concept of marriage is under satanic attack as never before in history. Satan hates marriage, and in particular, biblical marriage. Why is this so? Satan will do everything within his power to destroy God's purpose in your life and marriage. The reason is because marriage is the expression of God's plan and purpose in creation. In Genesis 2 verse 24 we read, "Therefore a man shall leave his father and mother and be joined to his wife, and they shall become one flesh." Marriage is first and foremost a mirror image of the relationship God desires with humanity. If you are looking for solutions to your relationship problems in marriage, then begin by looking at your relationship with God, because one is a reflection of the other. You will never be able to solve your marriage relationship problems for as long as there is a relationship problem between you and Jesus Christ. The first is the result of the last, and the last is an example of the first. Jesus Christ is the bridegroom and his children the bride. Marriage as an image of the Christian's relationship with Jesus Christ runs like a golden thread throughout the Bible. In fact, it begins with creation. In Genesis 1 verses 27 and 28 we read, "So God created man in his own image. In the image of God he created him. Male and female he created them. Then God blessed them, and God said to them, 'Be fruitful and multiply, fill the earth and subdue it.'" When you read through the Bible up to the last chapter, you unavoidably arrive at the conclusion that God's purpose with creation was to produce an offspring and bride for his Son in his own image, to reign with him over creation in eternity. In Matthew 9 verse 15, Jesus speaks of himself when he says, "Can the friends of the bridegroom mourn as long as the bridegroom is with them?" In Matthew 25 verses 1 to 13, the church is compared to 10 virgins who went out to meet the bridegroom. In John 3 verse 29, John the Baptist says of Jesus, "He who has the bride is the bridegroom." In Isaiah 54 verse 5 we read, "For your Maker is your husband, the Lord of hosts is his name." In the 6th verse we read, "For the Lord has called you like a woman forsaken and grieved in spirit, like a youthful wife when you were refused, says your God." In Isaiah 62 verse 5 we read, "For as a young man marries a virgin, and as the bridegroom rejoices over the bride, so shall your God rejoice over you." In 2 Corinthians 11 verse 2, Paul says, "For I am jealous for you with godly jealousy, for I have betrothed you to one husband, that I may present you as a chaste virgin to Christ." In Revelation 19 verse 7 we read, "Let us be glad and rejoice and give him glory, for the marriage of the Lamb has come, and his wife has made herself ready." A marriage relationship has its origins long before there was a formal relationship between a groom and bride. Sometime in the past, the groom spotted his bride and did everything in his power to win this girl's love. One day, the young man asks his girlfriend to marry him, and they become engaged. When they are ready for it, they marry each other. This is the step and place of full surrender. This is the wedding. Is your life fully surrendered to Jesus Christ? Are you married to Jesus Christ? 2,000 years ago, Jesus Christ paid with his own life on the cross of Calvary to purchase his bride. On the cross, he demonstrated his love for you and me and the entire world in order to win our love. If your life is not fully and completely surrendered to Jesus Christ, you will not understand the biblical solution for a happy marriage. The foundation of a happy marriage is absolute surrender to your bride or groom in marriage. Are you married to Jesus Christ, or are you only shacking up with him? Only if you are fully surrendered to Jesus Christ will you understand what it means to be married to your husband or wife. As we have already stated, God's purpose in creation was to generate an offspring and a bride for Jesus Christ in his own image, to reign with him over creation in eternity. Therefore, Paul clarifies in Ephesians 5, verse 31 and 32, For this reason a man shall leave his father and mother and be joined to his wife, and the two of them shall be one flesh. This is a great mystery, but I speak concerning Christ and the church. How does God do this? He does this by entering into a marriage covenant with you and me through Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ says to you today, I want to make you my bride. I want to be your husband. I want to marry you. I want to enter into an eternal, unbreakable spiritual marriage covenant with you. I give you my undivided love. I ask your undivided love. I want to have spiritual intimacy with you. The two of us must produce an offspring in the image of God for the Father, from every nation, tribe, and tongue. What a tremendous thought. Have you ever seen your relationship with Jesus Christ this way? This brings us to the twofold fundamental secret of a happy marriage. The first is absolute surrender to my spouse. Until death us do part. A spirit-filled life, as well as the blessing of God upon your marriage, is subject to a total commitment of your life to Jesus Christ, as well as your marriage. For as long as divorce is an option to you, you will never experience the blessing of God upon your life and marriage. Secondly, understanding God's primary purpose for you in marriage, namely, to produce a spiritual offspring for God in His own image, through your family life as well as your calling. Everything else is subject to this twofold fundamental secret. The fundamental secret of a happy marriage is for both partners to be totally surrendered and committed to Jesus Christ's primary purpose and calling for you in marriage. Are you married to Jesus Christ and totally surrendered to His plan, purpose, and calling for your life? If you are searching for solutions to an unhappy marriage, start here. If you do not yet have a testimony of salvation and regeneration in Jesus Christ, or are searching after an abundant and victorious Christian life, we invite you to watch our series, The Secret of God's Purpose, at the links provided on the end screen as well as the description box below.